So, how are we all finding this card? So far, I have to say, with the exception of the last fight, which we will no doubt talk about as this broadcast goes on, I've really enjoyed it. Just let me know, whoever's in the chat, if you're watching, how it sounds. I don't have any spare iPhone charge at the minute, so I'm going to rely on you guys to tell me that this sounds a-okay. I'm going to rely on you to tell me that we're sounding good as it is. So we get a few people in the building. We've just finished. Around sounds good. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Well, we just finished thanks to the 286 project. Appreciate that. Yeah, listen, round number 4 is just starting. 2 minutes, 55 seconds gone. And yeah, Stevenson, he's picking his moments very carefully in here. Not that he needs to, but he is, when he wants to, being a bit aggressive. He was a little bit aggressive at the end of the third round. He caught Padley with a good combination. But yeah, he's not, listen, I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. In terms of the person who said Adames was robbed, I mean, that right there is a bit of a black eye on this card because it's been so good so far. I guess the saving grace on that one is that you could say, well, at least he didn't lose his belt. And Padley is doing better than I thought he would. I mean, Chris Mannix gave Padley the first round. And do you know something? I'm going to be generous and say, yeah, I'll give him the first round. I didn't think he'd win a round, to be honest with you. I thought that him winning a round would be an achievement. I genuinely would. I'd give him the first round. I would. He hasn't won the next 2. He definitely didn't do that. But yeah, I'd give him the first round. I would. He was aggressive. Certainly he's game. And listen, apparently he's going to make upwards of about $500,000 for this fight, which is a lot of money. Certainly a lot for an electrician. So for him, you're talking years and years and years worth of a salary in one go. So he's not taking punishment in here. I know it's only been 4 rounds. He's not taking any real punishment. He's losing. And he is doing well in this round. He is. I'll give him that. He's not taking punishment. So, look, if he loses a wide UD, but, he's only taking some, a couple of big, hard headshots now and again, like, he could probably recover from it fairly quick. And then he can do this full-time. And to be honest with you, I'm quite liking what I'm seeing. Look, he's not winning, although he's got caught on the way out there. He's not as good as Shakur, we can see that. But, also received the house. Wow. Really? So they bought him a house as part of this. Jesus. If they did, I mean, well, there you go. I mean, there's you could probably retire after that then. Really, you probably could. You couldn't retire forever, but you could probably retire for the next couple of years on that. If you have a house and you have that amount of money, it would keep you going for a long time. 29 years old is Josh Padley. He's not an old man. That will do you for a long time. Incredible, really. So win or lose, most likely lose, he's at the very least going to be able to focus 100% of his time on his boxing career, which, it's looking, he's not a terrible fighter by no stretch of the imagination. What did I think of the draw? Not good, to be honest with you, mate. The only kind of saving grace to it, and it shouldn't have been a draw, is that at the very least, Adames keeps his title. He's not losing it. But, I mean, I heard Sean Porter say he thought Adames won the fight. I don't know what he was watching. I don't know what he was watching. I don't know how he was scoring it, because as far as I was concerned, you could only have one winner in that fight. The 118-110 scorecard, honestly, I didn't score at that myself. I had an 8-4, but yeah, you could. You genuinely could have it 10 rounds to 2. I mean, I couldn't make a case for Hamza Shearer's winning the fight at all. You couldn't do that. So a very bad decision, unfortunately. It happens on these shows from time to time, and I would say, were it not that Hamza Shearers was a Riyadh season ambassador, he would have lost emphatically, in my opinion. The draw is, as I said, I'm upset that it's a draw. I'm just happy that Adames doesn't lose his belt. It's a win he should have, but at least they've not took the title off him, because that would have been a stinker. That really would have. At least he can still say he's champion. He's not obliged to rematch Hamza Shearer, although I think he'd like to. And I think he'd win, to be honest with you. Hamza Shearer didn't look good in there. I think if they rematched, I'd be going with Carlos Adames again. But, unfortunately, that's how it is. We have to expect these kind of things. I had a feeling, and, it's a damn indictment on boxing. When you see a fight like that you kind of know who's going to win. You're just like, they're going to do something, aren't they? And unfortunately, they did. I'd love to see the judge who had Hamza Shearer was winning. I'd love to see what rounds he gave it. Because honestly, I couldn't find 7 rounds to give to him. Even if you tried really, really hard, you could not find 7 rounds to give to Hamza Shearer. There's no way. But, hey, there you go. That's the way it is. Got my water on hand. In this round, the 5th round, Shakur is putting a bit more pressure on, and he is letting some bigger shots go. Question is that will he have enough? You can see there, right there, he lands a big right hand on Josh Padley. He's the sharper of the two by a country mile. So much sharper. But it's not compelling viewing, is it? Listen, Shakur Stevenson's style is safety first. He likes the box. He likes the counter punch. That is going to give him a long career. It's going to give him a long career. It's going to mean that he can go through the weights. He's going to be able to do a lot. But he's saying he wants to be a star. In this modern era, you're never going to be a star with boxing like that. It's just not going to happen. And I think with someone like a Floyd Mayweather, you got to bear in mind, he was not always a safety first kind of guy. He was very entertaining when he was in the lighter weights. He had a big mouth. He could sell a fight. He did it in certain ways that people tuned in to see him lose. So he could stink the place out for 12 rounds, but people would still tune in. I would say Floyd Mayweather was the exception rather than the rules. You have fighters now, and you got to bear in mind, that's an old Floyd Mayweather. When Floyd Mayweather fought very defensive and very safety first, that was a much older Floyd Mayweather. Shakur Stevenson's still in his 20s. And, same with Devin Haney. They're fighting like an old Mayweather when they're in their early to mid-20s. Body shots going in from Shakur. I think Padley's feeling those body shots. I really do. He's backing up against the ropes. He's taking some headshots. Big shots go in there from Shakur Stevenson. Josh Padley, brave game, swinging back. But Shakur is starting to find his range. Good body shot goes in there to end the round from Shakur Stevenson. I would imagine that Shakur is looking for the knockout. And look, Padley, I love the story. It's incredible. It's amazing. But I suspect he knows himself that he's probably not going to be long for this fight. I could be wrong, but Shakur put in a real big shift at the end of that round, landed some good shots. Look at the body shots he was landing, and he really did sink him in. Yeah, Padley's hand went down for that one. He felt that one. So you would imagine that Shakur is going to look to target the body. He's just not got that brute force on his shots. He really doesn't. He really doesn't have that brute force on his shots, but he's probably hitting hard enough to take it out of Josh Padley, especially a Josh Padley who was working on a building site on Monday morning. Monday just gone, he was in a building site. Now he's in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's incredible. I can't keep saying it, but it really is. It's really incredible. It really is quite extraordinary. Round number 6 is underway. Let's see how Josh Padley gets on in this round. As I said, he did all right in round 4. You could argue he won the first round. Certainly make that case, definitely. But I think now Shakur is starting to sit down more on those shots and really starting to find his home. Really, really starting to find his home now. Let's just see if he's able to make good on that. Although Josh Padley, little combination of Shakur Stevenson, he just tucks up there and he's able to go. Would love to have a watch along with you and Ade sometime. Yeah, we talked about doing a lot of things. Lives and watch alongs being one of them. I think with the lives are definitely a thing. The watch alongs, you see, because most of the stuff is on the zone now, it's going to be difficult, very difficult, almost impossible for us both to do it because Ade will likely be at it, and it's just not going to happen. But Shakur opening up a combination there on Josh Padley. Josh Padley getting a lot more red in the face now. taking some punishment in there. But again, he's firing back. I mean, he's game. As I said, I'll keep saying it. If nothing else, he is very, very game. It was made to make look like an electrician. Fight which, of course, Stevenson was made to make him look while an electrician. He is. He is loading up on. He's loading up on some of those shots there. Which, of course, Stevenson referee taking a look at Josh Padley. I don't think he necessarily needs to right now. But he is taking some. He's taking some punishment there. But firing back, punching back. He's Shakur Stevenson backed up again. They're up. Shakur has a little look at it to say, "What the hell?" The ANG Man show was great. We're going to record. I'm back in London on Tuesday. We're hopefully going to record on Wednesday or Thursday for Friday. So we're all looking forward to that. It's great fun. Josh Padley landed in the counter on Shakur Stevenson there. 55 seconds to go in round number 6. I think I'm going to say Padley's race is probably close to being run. But nevertheless, he's still very game. I mean, he's definitely got no quit in him. Certainly not. And you got to remember as well, his last fight was at 140. So not only has he made weight, he's actually had to come down in weight. Like I said, he fought at 140 pounds for his last fight. This is at lightweight. Shakur is actually smiling in there. But Josh Padley again, firing off a combination with Shakur on the ropes. He's blocking all the shots. But still, very much still life in him. Body shot goes in from Shakur Stevenson. 13 seconds to go here in the 6th round. Padley will likely come to the end of this round, but he is shifting some punishment in there. He is now starting to shift some heavy firepower from Shakur Stevenson as round 6 comes to an end. I think they will retire after this round, his corner. I was just thinking that. Let's have a listen to the corner. I was just thinking that as well. Let's have a listen. Doesn't sound like it, but then again, they're in Shakur Stevenson's corner. I'd say they'll give him another round. I'd say they'll give him wins regardless. He absolutely does. No mention from Josh Padley's corner, but as Romeo just says there, I was just thinking that they might retire him. I wouldn't be shocked if they did retire him. Maybe not after this round, but if he has another round like that where he shifts a bit of punishment, they'll probably save him for another day. Most likely. Maybe one more round. Yeah, I think you're right there, man. I think if it's another round like that, and Shakur Stevenson just has that look in his eye, he's wiping the canvas. That's all it is. Shakur Stevenson has that look of I'm ready for this. Yeah, if he has a similar round to the last round, they'll probably pull him. They probably will. And look, to be honest with you, I think the corner has to be smart at the end of the day, because Padley has shown me that he's got ability there. He definitely has. You don't want that beaten out of him. You don't want a brave corner. Getting all this money is worthless if, it wrecks your career, sort of way. So, yeah, if it's another round like the last round, I'd say they will probably pull him out. Most likely. I'm just saying that. As I said, Shakur Cotton with little counters from Shakur Stevenson there. Very sharp puncher. Shakur is very sharp. With the counters, he is just lightning. He's lightning quick. He's very sharp in there. And Josh Padley, unfortunately, it's just a little bit too basic. The offense is just too basic. Real snappy jab there from Shakur. Yeah, the offense was a little bit too basic from Josh Padley. Although saying that, with 1:50 to go in this round, he's not really shifted any. But a left hook goes in there, a right hook goes in there. I was going to say he's not really shifted any serious punishment, but you never know. It could come out of the blue. Because as I said, Shakur, a smart corner, can see the difference. Only problem is some corners really aren't that smart. And there's some shots going in there from Shakur Stevenson. I seen that there. Padley backs up a little bit. Looks to land a body attack. Misses. Shakur's able to duck that. And again, he's backing him up onto the back foot. Shakur on the front foot looking to charge. Lands a jab on Josh Padley. Josh Padley's able to get outside. But I'd say the end is nigh. He might not go down. He might not get knocked out. But I'd say the corner having to think about 1 minute to go in round number 7. We are at the halfway point of this fight. And as I said, whatever happens, Padley has done no disgrace. He's not disgraced himself in any way. He's, some shots go in there. Padley looks at the referee. Referee just says, no, keep fighting. Combination from Josh Padley really only finds arms and gloves there. Shakur, takes a jab, does Shakur Stevenson. I wonder, will that just spur him on a little bit more, or will that make him think, no, this guy is still in it? And he is still in it. For all of his flaws, he is very game. Trying his best in there. 26 seconds to go. Body attack. He's hurt to the body there, Josh Padley, definitely. Some headshots go in. Don't like this. Don't like this at all. Body attack hurt Josh Padley. Shakur Stevenson knows it. Opening up on some combinations, but Josh Padley fires back. Shakur, another body shot goes in. Stinging with those body shots. He really, truly is stinging Josh Padley. But Josh Padley fires back at the end of the 7th round. The round is about to come to an end, and it does. Wonder what the corner will say now. Will they let it carry on? He didn't really take that much punishment. Let's have a listen. He's losing, but he is doing brilliantly. I agree with that. Joe Parker in the changing room. Irish flag in the background. Lee's boxing. Has Paffin sport gloves on. You know, Joe Parker used to always use Reyes gloves. Never liked Reyes gloves. Then he used fly gloves. And actually, fly gloves is what Martin Bakole has on. Fly gloves are lovely. They really are. And now, ever since he's gone into Team Fury, he only seems to use Paffin Sport. Paffin Sport are like, I think they're Eastern European. And they're like a puncher glove. You see a lot of Eastern European fighters use them. They're a real puncher's glove. Turkey a la Sheik. And we get ready for round 8. Round 8 underway. Josh Padley again opens the round up with a bit of a combination. Look at that. Didn't think I'd see that now this late in the fight. I'd be very surprised if Padley can get to the end of this fight. He is reddening up around the face, Shakur Stevenson. I think he kind of took his foot off the gas that little bit that round. And at the end of the day, if you're Shakur Stevenson, right, you want to be on these Saudi shows. Turkey a la Sheik, even if you win, you see, actually, Joseph Parker springs to mind. You can win 2 good wins, but if you've not looked entertaining in it, you could be on the shelf for a little while. And I think with Shakur Stevenson, he's looking good in this fight. His counters are on point. He's doing well. He's bossing the fight. But let's be frank. Are we really enjoying this fight? Yeah, Shakur hasn't won yet. Are we really, truly enjoying it? I'm wondering if Turkey is looking at this thinking, all right, but, you know, I've had more entertaining fights on the undercard. Callum Smith versus Boazzi was a brilliant fight. Congratulations to Callum Smith, by the way. I was wondering, did he have it in him? I was kind of, will I? I even said if this was a fully fit, like fully motivated in his prime, Callum Smith, I'd take him to win. Well, we still have it, apparently. I'll just get rid of that spammer, the bot. Always on these lives, you get that. Always. You get one of those bot spammers, and you just got to block it. ASAP. You just got to get rid of it. He'll be the first of many. For some reason, whenever they do these lives, the watch-alongs, you just get bombarded at times with those spammers. I think they're just bots. Yeah, the bots. They're always one, at least one, more than one, more often than not. They just descend on these. I seen one in Dell's live earlier, and Dell didn't have. I think Dell only had like 30 in the building. We've got 115. If you haven't already, smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, I don't have my spare iPhone on me because it's dead. But if you're new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. Before I went live, I had 22,496. So I need 4 more for 22,500. So if you haven't already, hit the like button and hit subscribe if you're new as well. But 26 seconds to go here. Big right hand goes in. Some big shots going in from Shakur Stevenson to end this round. Josh Padley, hands just drop a little bit, but he is still firing back. But Shakur Stevenson, a bit like the last round, he lets those big shots go in the last 10 or so seconds of the round. But Josh Padley should still see this round out. He should. He's a mile behind, but he should still see this round out. He's not taking a crazy amount of punishment as the bell rings to end this round. Doing as good as Shearer's was. What happens to Shearer's almost won his fight. I don't know how. I'm stumped. How he got away with a draw is beyond me. How he honestly got away with a draw in that fight is just I don't know. Should never have been a draw. Should never have been a draw. That should have been a unanimous decision for Carlos Adames, and I'll stand by that. I will absolutely stand by that. Should have been unanimous for Carlos Adames. The fact that it was a draw, I don't know how they found 7 rounds to give to him. Honestly, and Sean Porter had him winning. Like, honestly, how he had him winning is just, I don't know. I really don't. I really, truly don't. But here we go into round number 9. Padley comes out. Credit to him. I mean, I'll be bigging him up until I'm blue in the face. He's not going to win this fight. I don't think he will. But goddamn, he is fair play. That's all I got to say. Just big up every single time to Josh Padley. Shakur Stevenson is doing what he does. Thank you, Matt. Matt Wallace. This is my favorite channel for boxing news and analysis. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. It's nice to see. It's nice to see the channel is really starting to get some big growth now lately. You know, we're up into the 20s. We'll hopefully be in the mid-20s very, very soon. And yeah, it's been going really, really well. It's been going better than this fight's been. Listen, I'm happy to see Josh Padley in there, but yeah, I think I've done. That looked a hurtful combination to Shakur Stevenson. I was just going to say, he's not the most entertaining fighter you'll ever see, but in this, down goes Padley. And he slams the canvas in frustration. And thank you, Matt, for the super chat. I appreciate the £2. Thank you so much, my friend. And big up to Garfield. And thank you again for the £2. But yeah, Josh Padley touches down for the first time of this fight, slams the canvas in frustration. But Shakur Stevenson, he's going to target headshots go in there. Body shots will put him down. And he's holding his hands down to try and block them, but he's leaving himself open. But he fires back, does Josh Padley. Body shots go in then again from Shakur Stevenson. Josh Padley looks to fire back. No quitting him. 1:20 to go in round number 9. Shakur Stevenson with a knockdown in this round. Josh Padley, though, he's still in it. He's still game. That knockdown, you can tell he wasn't as much hurt as he was frustrated that he went down. Really frustrated. But there's the body shot again, and Padley goes down again. And I think he looks at the corner as much to say, I don't know. He gets up at the count of 7. I think it was the count of 7. This is the second knockdown, 51 seconds to go in this round. Shakur Stevenson, he's looking to take Josh Padley out. He's looking to get us into the co-main event any minute now. More body shot. Big body shots go in there again from Shakur Stevenson. 30 seconds to go here in round number 9. Padley, brave, game. Look at the effort he's putting in, but headshots go in. If he doesn't get stopped in this fight, in this round, I suspect the corner will just stop it anyway. I suspect they will. 20 seconds to go. It's going to be the longest 20 seconds of Padley's career, but yet he fires back on Shakur Stevenson. He sinks those punches in, but as does Shakur Stevenson. Lands a few shots to the head of Shakur Stevenson, does Josh Padley, but he goes down again for a third time. He slams the canvas. And will the referee allow him to continue? It is 3 knockdowns, but they're all body shots. He gets up, he walks to his corner, and the referee lets it carry on. I suspect the corner will wave it off. I think they have. Shakur Stevenson is up on the rope celebrating. It looks to me as though, yes, they have called this fight off. Expect that Shakur Stevenson has won the fight, but credit to Josh Padley, that's what I will say. The towel is in. Right time. The perfect time to throw it in. A great performance by Shakur Stevenson. A very brave game performance by Josh Padley. We got a correct decision. Oh, very much so. But Shakur Stevenson, I mean, listen, I've nothing against him, but yeah, He's not the most entertaining fighter you'll ever see. He really isn't. But because this fight has ended early, we will get into the co-main event even earlier, which I'm looking forward to. Honestly, always need a bottle of water with you. Always. The water in Ireland is quite nice. Shakur Haney, oh, could you imagine? Oh, God. That wouldn't make for compelling viewing. It would tank on pay-per-view. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson's never been a noted puncher. You could see that early in his career. You could see it very early in his career before he ever won a world title. Like, this guy's power was just not there. Accurate, very accurate, and he landed some good body shots on Josh Padley. But, you know, dude has to go back to work on Monday. I suspect he won't be going back to work anytime soon. I suspect he will take probably next week off, and then he'll be straight back in the gym the following Monday. And he probably won't be going to work anytime soon. I think his working days are probably well and truly gone. I would imagine. And I kind of hope they are, in a way. I'm just going to grab this real quick. I'm going to pop this on charge because it helps so much having the spare iPhone. But just this charger is a little bit crap. It works good on my main phone, but it never really works good on the other iPhone. But yeah, credit to Josh Padley taking this fight on a couple of days' notice, working on a building site Monday and Tuesday to come to Saudi Arabia on the Wednesday to take this fight on a Saturday. Credit to him. Shakur Stevenson moves on, and big up to James Jemison. Big up to you, my friend. How are you? I hope you're well. We've got 2 more fights left, people, and I, for one, think we are in for a treat these next 2 fights. I'm seeing a lot more people say Beterbiev Bivol, we're going to see a knockout this time. A lot of people are picking Artur Beterbiev by KO. I'm surprised how many people are going for that. They really are. This is Shakur's first finish in how long? Oh, was it Heron? Was it Jamal Heron his last stoppage? I think he stopped him, but he doesn't get many stoppages. Ben Whittaker. I suspect he'll win. I think he'll do a lot better. He's Andy Lee in the corner, so he's got a proper cornerman. And I think the fact that he's in Birmingham, it's on his promoter show, it's in the UK, he might be a little bit more comfy. And I think we'll see a lot less showboat. Oh man, if it goes longer, I reckon he's got 4 or 5 rounds. I reckon he's got about 4 or 5 rounds in him. And I think he's going to come out like a bat out of hell. G-Man, can you compare a 3 division? Yeah, it's a tricky comparison. Well, it's not really. I think it'd be like Fury McDermott rematch potentially. You know, that's something you got to take into consideration, is that Artur Beterbiev, he had quite a bad knee injury as well. So it was meant to be in June. It happens in October. So you're talking 4 months, really. It's not a crazy amount of time. And maybe he wasn't confident in the knee. Maybe he felt like, okay, I could only do X amount of training. I couldn't train at my optimum, way because of knee injury. So I didn't fight. I fought well, but I didn't fight as well as I potentially could if I had a full training camp, being able to train as intense as I want to. Well, now we can. So, God only knows, man. It's going to be, hey, just wanted to watch along. What do you think my fellow countryman Adrian Kabayel with the win today? Yeah, I did a post-fight on it. Listen, I really thought he'd come out moving in that fight. The fact that he stood his ground, he literally stood his ground with one of the biggest punchers in the division. Yeah, he went down, but I couldn't believe it. Stood his ground with Zhilei Zhang, and boom, a plumber from Liverpool beat Tyson. Yeah, I will never forget that. Channel 5, they were not happy with that. They were not happy with that. Do you remember the Tony Bellew comments? I will just never forget that. I will never forget the Bellew comments when he said that. Because Channel 5 are ready to kind of pull the plug, and then Tyson Fury's like, no, come here. And then he said that, and straight away they were like, right, pull the plug, get the microphone away from him. Those were the days. They were yeah, they were good days in British boxing. I was really only getting into boxing really hardcore at that time. I knew Tyson Fury, I knew David Price, I knew David Hay and all them, Chisora. I knew Klitschko was the champion. Unfortunately, that wasn't a fun time. But when like Price and Fury, it's hard to explain to people who maybe only got into boxing, say in the last 3-4 years. It's hard to explain the consensus that was around Fury and Price at the time. I mean, the general consensus was genuinely that David Price beat Tyson Fury. That was the consensus at the time. It really was. He won ESPN's Prospect of the Year in 2012. And from there, it just went rapidly downhill. Like, it was absolutely mental. It really was. It was absolutely mental, the downfall, how quick it happened. But a lot of people in 2012, 2013, it was just, it was mental. You know, when you look back now, you're like, oh my God. But so many people felt David Price was a shoo-in, not just to beat Tyson Fury, but to go and, you know, basically be the heir to the Klitschko throne. I know Bellew said that, and he's obviously friends with Price. But that's him, that's Bellew. He would have said it regardless, you know, look at the way he was with Joshua. But it was loads of people, loads of fans really expected Price to do great things. And when you look back now, you're like, oh my God, you know, what were we thinking? But yeah, at the time on Parker should be next. And these Riyadh shows, Fury Usyk, was the first time I noticed they're really moving the card quickly. Was it because of his bad chin? It wasn't just his bad chin. Did Price have a good chin? No, he didn't. But David Price was 6'8". I think he was taller than Tyson Fury, even though he's listed as shorter. He had a long reach. He had really good punching power. But Price was the sort of guy where he would... Price was the sort of guy where, yeah, physically you could hurt him. But if you got on top of him and made him uncomfy, even in fights he won, you could see he was like, oh crap. In actual fact, he reminded me a little bit of Lawrence Okoli as a cruiserweight. So do you remember when Lawrence Okoli was, you know, a cruiserweight where he was stinking the joint out, where he was holding a lot? That was David Price without the holding. Like, if you've seen Lawrence Okoli when fighters got close to him, he almost looked like he was panicking and like, just, I'm holding you, don't do anything, I don't want to know. It was like that, but Pricey didn't hold. So Pricey would have these fighters on him like a cheap suit, like a bad smell, and he wouldn't know what to do. And then he'd leave himself opened, or he'd throw punches, he'd miss, and then he'd fatigue, or he'd over. It was a lot of problems Price had in there. Physically, you know, he wasn't that bad. You know, I genuinely think that with David Price, it's, you know, if he could have found a way to protect that chin, he could have done something. You know, he could have done something, but look, it's the way it is. It's the way it is. So Ade is there on stage with Sean Porter and Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua and Sean Porter. Wonder why Kate Abdu isn't she normally does a lot of the shows in Saudi as well. Wonder where she is. Malik Scott. Malik Scott, Kate Abdu. Or Kate Abdo. But big up to Ade. We're hopefully filming this coming week, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be good fun. It's going to be good fun to recap this show. It really will. Yeah, Frank Bruno was a lot better. He was. He had a pretty, like, Frank Bruno, his chin was sturdy enough, you know. He just made a lot of mistakes in there. You know, Frank Bruno was just someone who, he made a lot of mistakes. I think that he put on too much muscle later on in his career. And it just, that's why I say about packing on unnecessary muscle. Oh man, that hammer fight was, yeah man, that was painful. Have I moved to the UK? I moved to London last October. I came home for a christening and to watch this fight. But yeah, man, I'm back in the UK on Tuesday. Head back over on Tuesday afternoon. Bruno was out on his feet against Jumbo Cummings. Bruno had the best jab in the business, not much else. He had decent punching power, but yeah, he had a very good jab. Very good job did Frank Bruno. And he decent punching power as well. He did. Frank Bruno wasn't a bad fighter by no stretch of the imagination. He really was. He was a good fighter. But yeah, he wasn't as good as Tyson. And then when Tyson was gone or in prison, you had fighters like Lewis who were better. I know he never fought Bowe or Holyfield. They would have beaten him too. They would have beaten him as well. You know, Bowe, Holyfield. I loved Riddick Bowe. I absolutely love Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe was a tremendous talent. He was a tremendous fighter. And Riddick Bowe was done by the time he was 29. Like, he wasn't done in a sense. I think he did retire after the Galata fight, the second fight. But Riddick Bowe was essentially, you know, his prime was gone before he was even 30. And he was a heavyweight. I mean, imagine that. Riddick Bowe, a heavyweight, before he was even 30 years old. He was pretty much done. And that's because, one, he took loads of shots in there. Like, even if you see him in there against someone like a Michael Dokes, that fight only went around. And you can see how bad his defense was even in that fight. And he just didn't live life at all. So it meant that even by 90 standards, a heavyweight in their late 20s is still seen as almost a baby. Bowe's done. Razor Ruddock. I think Razor Ruddock is still fighting. Or is that Oliver McCall? I know one of them is. Neither should be really. But I think Oliver McCall is still fighting. And the guy's got to be pushing 60 if he's not already. I don't know. Prime Mike Tyson got me watching boxing. Yeah, watching a prime Mike Tyson is brilliant. To really good opponents. No disgrace in that. No. And obviously he picked up a WBC title. He picked up a version of that. So he's in the record books as a world champion. WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Won it in Wembley Stadium against Oliver McCall, actually. Yes. I had to think there. Oliver McCall was who he won it against Wembley Stadium. I don't know what's going on with Oliver McCall, but yeah. Got me into boxing, stumbled across his KO. I remember that. I remember when he fought AJ Carter, and I was on Facebook at the time, and a lot of people, if I remember correctly, people were saying the next coming of AJ. And Dubois was only 20, 21 years old. I think he was actually only 20 at the time. And that got a lot of people talking. I think it was 2017. Was it? Yeah, I think it was on the undercard of Billy Joe versus Willie Monroe Jr. was when he fought. I think that was the one. I'm pretty sure it was. And yeah, man, it got a lot of people into Daniel Dubois. Did you get a job in London or full-time YouTube? No, I work remotely. Martin Bakole, same age as Joseph Parker. I've seen conflicting reports on that age, by the way, as well. But no, I work remotely, and YouTube it's not a full-time job, to be honest with you, but it's, you know, we're getting there. You know, it's a nice little amount each month. Not gonna lie, it's a nice little amount each month. A big up to Adam every single time, man. You get a special mention on Review of the Week because that was the goal I had. Michael Buffer is in the ring, mate. Michael Buffer is in the ring. Right off the bat, Adric Kabayel is a bad man, and he is a problem for any heavyweight. Do you reckon his world title worthy? Well, after what I've seen tonight, mate, I have to say yes, because I was of the opinion, all right, Makhmudov, how good is he? Then I was off the opinion of, okay, Frank Sanchez injured, but no issues here. And the fact that, and thank you for the 50 quid, mate, I greatly appreciate it. I'll give you a mention on tomorrow's show, Review of the Week. But, mate, honestly, I was stumped the way he was able to trade with Zhilei Zhang and stay in the pocket. It shocked me. Because I genuinely thought he would go back foot, negative, pot shot, look to attack the body when it was safe to do so. No. Just went and stayed in the pocket, traded, and came out the better. He was dropped in the 5th round, but in a round where it looked like he might actually get the stoppage. It's just insanity. It really is. Martin Bakole is on his way to the ring with the flag of the Congo on. No need for the mention, mate. Save for someone else. I'm just trying to support. Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, man. You do support. You really do. And I mean, it means the world to me. Thank you so much, my friend. As always, it means a great deal. This is going to be a fun fight to commentate on because I really do think Bakole is going to come out like a absolute bat out of hell, and I think it's going to make for a really entertaining fight. I really do. I really truly do. Well, if he's not in shape, he was able to hop that ring rope pretty damn well. He hopped that ring rope without any issue. He really did. Can you imagine Billy Nelson if Bakole wins this fight? He's already an interesting character, but Bakole just doesn't look in shape to me, man. He doesn't look in shape. He just doesn't, and I don't know. I'm just curious. Oh man, thank you to Squeakney Trepwood. Thank you, my friend. Do you think Zhang has... Oh, I don't think so, mate. Has much of his career left at this stage. No, in his early 40s. I would say no at this stage, mate. Thank you greatly for the £20. It's greatly appreciated. It really, truly is. You don't know how much that means, but it means a lot to me. I would say that's it. At 40, he's not going to get any better. I think now people are going to fancy it. So it's fine, man. Don't worry about that. Listen, there was a guy, the only time I won't read a username, there was a guy in Thursday's Live, and I just couldn't read it. I knew if I read it, I'd have problems. And that's one of the few times I won't read a name, because he had two kind of names that just, I couldn't do it. When I read the first, I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to read it. So as long as it's not something like that, it's okay. I'll read your name, man. I'll read it. Don't worry. But yeah, that one on Thursday, when I seen it, I was like, your name is, I'm not reading that. I was like, no. I big up to Ben. How are you? Yeah, he doesn't look in good shape at all, man. He doesn't. But saying that, Ben, he never looks in good shape. I mean, when have you ever seen Bakole look good? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Steve Gray is the referee, I can see. I'm hoping he does well. I really am, but I can't see. I just can't see it. I can see this being a 12-rounder for Joseph Parker, or potentially they might call it a bit like the Josh Padley fight, because he just doesn't have it in him to go the rounds. And Josh Padley did have it in him to go the rounds, it just wasn't good enough. But Bakole, I think, is just going to be a case that he just knows, I've got a couple of... He doesn't look good, doesn't he, now? He really doesn't look good. Who the hell did you bet on? Trey Inches, who the hell did you bet on? I'm not even going to ask what that conversation is about. I can only imagine. But yeah, Bakole, yeah, he doesn't look good at all, really, when you think about it, when you look at him there. There's no muscle definition on him, really. I know, again, he's never the most body beautiful type, but would you say Parker has genuine power? I think his power is okay. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a listen to Michael Buffer. Alright, so they're announcing both guys. They just mentioned the WBO. Oh boy, that midriff on Bakole looks massive. It really does. No, there never was. Yeah, Jesus, yeah, man. I remember Stephen McBride. He used to, I think he might have weighed in the 240s once. But yeah, he used to be in the 250s. That was years and years ago. Because he kind of came, it's actually funny, he kind of came on the scene when Dubois came on the scene. And a lot of people have been stuffing his chops. He likes a battered Mars bar. I've never had one. What are they like? I can't imagine a battered Mars bar tasting nice, but people like Bakole stand by them. So a lot of people were saying that's what he was having in the run to the Takan fight. Again, I can't say I've ever tried one, not really compelled to try one. A battered Mars bar. It's an interesting concoction. For bets for a while, just went, apparently it's a Scottish specialty. Yeah, apparently you can get them in London as well, but that just doesn't sound nice to me. A Mars bar is a Mars bar. Why are you putting it in batter and then deep frying it? I don't know. I don't know. To each his own. Was chewing on his way to the ring. Anyway, I picked him to win. I get it all fair. I would pick him to win. I was out earlier with my friends, and my friend's older brother, who's a big boxing fan, he knows I do this channel. Whenever I see him, we always chat boxing, and he was saying the same. He was like, he couldn't believe it that Bakole took this fight, and me and him were in agreement. We were both like, well, if it was a peak Bakole, he wins, but he's not. Try fry pies in Scotland too. He's probably been hanking them as well. Fry pies. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to go there. What is a fry pies? I pulled over and threw up on the motorway after a battered Mars bar. Hence the reason I will never eat one. I'm not a big chocolate guy, but that just doesn't sound nice to me. Hence the reason I will never eat a battered Mars bar. A bar of chocolate, put in batter and deep fry it. That just, no. Big up the G-Man, big up the LJ91. All right, referee is going to have words with both fighters. They're going to get their instructions. Parker actually carries that weight. I literally took the words out of my mouth. I have to say, Luxembourg, he's carrying that weight very well, isn't he? He really is. He's carrying that weight very, he look massive. He's carrying that weight very well. Unlike oh Jesus Christ, when he stood sideways there, oh man, he doesn't look good there. This is going to be interesting. He does. His shoulders, you're right. He looks huge in the shoulders. I think for 267, he's carrying it very well. Round number 1 is underway. Joe Parker. I've seen him look fleshier at 240 than he has at 267. It's interesting to see. If this was Dubois, this would be... It'd be mega. Oh, look, straight off the bat, I'm thinking there's a problem here. Bakole look at his feet. He looks slow. I mean, he's never the quickest, but yeah, I'm seeing him. Oh, yeah. There's no real sharpness there. I was going to say, literally, you took the words out of my mouth. He doesn't look good already. Already, you can kind of see it. He looks slow. That jab was finding a home straight away from Joe Parker. Oh, this might not go well. Yeah. He does not look sharp at all in there. And people, we're seeing this, and it's not just me, it's people in the chat. We're seeing this after a minute in the first round. And look at the jab, he's just like, ugh. It's like, ugh. We're seeing this after 1 minute. This isn't good. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, no, we don't want that. Oh, no, tell me I didn't. No, I didn't. I thought I banned Dara there. We don't want that. We want to ban the bot. The bot putting the links to Ting in the chat. We don't want that. We're a minute into this fight, and I can already kind of, tell what's going to happen here. I don't think this is going to be good for Martin Bakole. Although good jab there, to be fair, but he looks so slow. He does not look at all ready for this. No way. And this is the problem. Like, I mean, he's built up a reputation, and it's going to be shattered in a matter of a couple of rounds, I reckon. Although saying that he missed with a left hook there, Joe Parker could probably be a bit more aggressive if he wanted to. I think it's there for him. I think he could be a bit more aggressive if he wanted to in this first round. I think it's there for him. The jab misses from Bakole there, but it looks so slow and laboured. Look at his feet. He's never had the quickest feet. He's never been, Pernell Whitaker in there. But those feet look like they've got bricks in them. Oh, jab bothered him a little bit there. You can see that he kind of leaned into it there a little bit. And Joe Parker misses with an overhand right. And it's there because he has that left hand down low. Oh, shortly. It's not going to be shattered because I think it'll give people reason to avoid him. If someone, he misses with a big uppercut there, I think people would be like, oh, you just lost to Parker, why would I want to fight you? I think even if it is on 2 days' notice, I don't think he loses any reputation. He always has the excuse. For me, I think it's the fact that he was in a position to fight for, right hand goes in by Joe Parker. And Bakole, look at those looping shots. I think it's the fact that he was in a position where he could have fought an eliminator and been mandatory and had that mandatory called. If he loses, he's back to just what, he's going to have to fight his way back into a mandatory position, you know? So, I don't know. But straight away off the bat, you can kind of see where this is going. We can kind of see where this is going. Is the Parker fight on now? Yeah. Round one is literally just ended. The Zone are playing some adverts in between the breaks. Now some volleyball adverts. We all want to watch that, don't we? Oh, we want to watch the volleyball so damn bad. But yeah, that is the first round. Bakole missing Joseph Parker with jabs and hooks. Parker looked all right. Yeah, that stinks. Yeah, that's the problem. You know, you lose a guaranteed shot at FA Jagba, a fight I would pick him to win, and then you get a crack at Dubois, and now you potentially aren't going to get that. You're potentially going to have to go, and the whole thing, as you said in the video, feels orchestrated. People were asking the question, and I don't want to say yay or nay. It could very well just be that he's sick, but you know, it just, the winner of this fight will not fight Dubois. Dubois is going to fight Usyk next. There's no way. And the winner of this fight, you know, what do you do then? You're just going to have to wait it again and probably take another dangerous fight and have to just keep waiting. But round number two, just 2 minutes and 20 to go here in round number two. And Joe Parker opens up a little combination, but there you go. There's some work from Bakole. Lets a few shots go. Parker lands a little shot on the top of Bakole's head, and Bakole blocks them. He's actually looking a little bit better in this round here, to be fair. He's letting the shots go. He looks a bit sharper, actually. Maybe he was just completely not sharp whatsoever in that first round, because he does look a little bit sharper here. He's letting a few more shots go in round number two. There's 1 minute and 50 to go here. And already I'm seeing a little bit more from Martin Bakole than we did in the last round. Certainly now. Although saying that, Joe Parker has landed some headshots. He landed 2 right hands, although he takes an uppercut on the inside and another one. He wants to be careful, Joe Parker. He doesn't want to take too many of them. Might have been gas from the ring walk. It wasn't that fast. Although saying that, he did jump over the top rope. I mean, that could have took it out of him as well. You never know. But he is looking a bit better here. I ain't gonna lie. Joe Parker. Oh, big right hand goes in by Joe Parker. Bakole just kind of shakes it off as if to say, you didn't hurt me. And now he's landed some shots up close. Oh, big swings from both. Oh, wait. Oh, down go. Oh, wow. Oh, what happened there? Oh, wow. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, the ref. Oh, wow. I want to see a replay of that. Oh, man. I want to see a replay of that shot. That's crazy. I agree. That was a bit of an early stoppage, all right. But I want to see that again. Man, I want to see that stoppage again. Parker knocked out Bakole in 2 rounds. Yeah, Joe Parker knocked him out. Knocked him out with 1 shot, apparently. I want to see a replay of that. Holy crap, he looked out of it when he went down. It looked like a delayed reaction almost, but damn. I want to see that again. I will say, Parker looked sharp in there. If he'd have been in with Dubois, I don't know. That was, damn. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, it was. It just sort of happened, and Bakole will come again. Don't worry about that. He will. But that was, I want to see that again. Yeah, Parker is such a class sportsman. Oh, he certainly is. So I'm out shot and commentary, G-man. I'll be back though. No worries, mate. I want to see that, man. I need to see that again. Parker did look good. He looked very sharp. Very sharp in there. God almighty. I mean, could you imagine if Dubois was in there? That would have been really interesting. I just want to see a replay of that. No, here we go. Let's have a look-see. Oh, he lands it right on the top of his head. Right on the top of Bakole's head with a big right hand. Equilibrium is gone. And down he goes. If I'm not mistaken, that's the first time in his career I think he's been down. 257 in the building. If you haven't already, hit the like button. And if you're new, please do consider hitting subscribe as well. That was a bizarre knockdown. Because you think the top of the head, yeah, it just seems to almost graze Bakole. Very strange. And as I said, you think the top of the head is kind of a part of the body where, like, you know, it's hard. You would imagine it would be harder to get to someone, you know, hitting them in the top of the head. But damn, good shot by Joe Parker, it seems. Very good shot by Joe Parker. And Bakole is down and he is out. What we looking like here? We have currently, oh, that's nice. 22,507. If you haven't already, do please consider hitting the old sub button. I would greatly appreciate it if you could. It does help me out big time. It really does. Double quick time, and now we have the no. I don't think that was it. No, that to me looked. It landed right there. It is a hard place on the head, but it could have knocked his equilibrium. And as well as that, he's not in shape. You know, if you're in shape, you recover better from those shots. You absolutely do. I think that's all it was. Just wasn't in shape. Got hit with a shot, equilibrium went, and that was it. Very true. There are certain reactions when you're knocked out that you just can't fake. Can't fake those Bambi legs. He had no condition. Oh, he didn't, Adam. He didn't. You're right. When you're in shape like that, when you take the fight on this kind of notice, especially a heavyweight, you know, you just shots that maybe you would see coming or maybe wouldn't hurt you as bad. It's done. But man, in his last 3 fights, Parker has fought Bakole, Zhang, and Wilder, and he's won all 3. Give this guy a title shot, for God's sake. Seriously. The hell? I would say Martin Bakole almost looks happy in there, and I don't know, like, I would love to see him get a shot at Usyk, I would. But Joe Parker gets the win, a 2nd round knockout, and, well, look, Joseph Parker, first fight in a year, and there you go, probably still jet lagged. Man, he arrived yesterday morning. Like, he actually today, really. It's like, you know, what did you really expect? I wish Bakole had a proper camp. I do. I really wish he had a proper camp. It would have been a much better fight. But Parker needs a title shot. He deserves a title shot. Let's have a listen to what he's saying here.
Bakole, first I just want to say, I want to thank God for the opportunity to be here to fight. And I'd like to thank Turkey, the people of Saudi Arabia, around there.
He does need a title shot.
Thank you very much for accepting the challenge and flying all the way here. Short minutes gave me a good fight. And just went out there and listen, really stay.
He had a title shot lined up. He deserves a title shot. He really does. God, he carries that weight really, really well. You can see the muscle he's packed on. I couldn't believe it when I seen him. He carries that 267 very well. I'm very surprised. He really is. They were saying he was hitting much harder, and well, look, I think that's evidence. That evidence is true now. Look at that. Good Lord. And you do wonder, if it had been Dubois in there, what would have happened? You know? I mean, that Joseph Parker looked very sharp, looked very powerful. If Dubois had been in there, if he was overlooking Joe Parker, I don't know. You know, I probably would have still took Dubois, but man, he looked sharp. I was happy with what I seen with Joe Parker. He looked good in there. He really did. He looked very good. Very impressed with what I seen from Joe Parker in there. Really did look good. Looked the business in there now, I have to say. That is. My iPhone, like, this iPhone is so bad for charging. It really is. You need like a specific charger, and the one I kind of tend to use in here just never seems to want to work. There we go. We're doing all right. So now we are in to our main event. The main event is next, Beterbiev versus Bivol. I would imagine it won't take them too long to get this fight on. What's Parker saying here? Mentioned this moment that I was thinking, is he calling out Dubois?
Coming up next, it is the main event. It's the one we've been waiting for. Undisputed light heavyweight showdown. Beterbiev versus Bivol.
What I'm liking about these Saudi shows now, they appear to be getting rid of the music acts. I hated the music acts. I really hated them. I really did. And they seem to be just getting the show on the road. They don't seem to be, because do you remember the first ever Riyadh season show that I remember seeing was Fury versus Ngannou. And that undercard, every fight ended early. Every single fight on it ended early. So it meant that in theory, it meant that, the main event should come around quick. I'm telling you now, it was at least an hour and a half before ring walk. It was about an hour and a half, which was BS. At least now they're just, right, if it ends early, it ends early, get the show on the road. Because it's what time now? It is 10:30. We'll have that main event on before 11 p.m. Definitely. Oh, for God's sake. Just make sure I didn't ban the wrong account there. No. Yeah, the bots, they just, maybe one day they'll sort the bots out, but for now, whenever we see them dropping links to Beterbiev Bivol, you just straight back. I don't even know how they do. I don't even know how to get in here, because you can't drop a link in the live chat unless I have you modded. So I don't know how they're able to do it. I really don't. But whenever they come in, straight back. We don't want them messing up the lives. We really don't. Dubois works one day here, and he called in sick. Everyone has sold their souls to the Saudis. In what way? Because, at the end of the day, we're getting good fights. Is that not what we want to see? Do we not want to see good fights? Parker, no cancellation, fight anyone, anytime. That's a good question. I would imagine no. The IBF might allow him to fight FA Jagba if he did. Although saying that, I suppose it's still 2 months. Yeah, he'll be all right. You're picking Bivol. I'm going with Bivol as well, but I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think, Beterbiev might be able to pull this one out the back. I'm going with Bivol, but tentatively, I'm thinking it's probably going to be Beterbiev though. But I'm going to stick with my prediction and go Bivol. I will. I think Bivol will win. I like them both. They're two fighters I love watching. Bivol on his day is one of the best fighters in the world, as is Beterbiev. I'm just going to edge Bivol. Bivol for me. Yeah, I'm edging Bivol. But it's a pick'em fight. Look, I'm fully prepared to sit here for the next 12 rounds, because I think it's going to be 12 rounds. I'll tell you for a few reasons. One, I think that Bivol will take it. You know the way they say you can take confidence from loss? I think Bivol will. I think he'll be able to say, right, I know what I'm going to expect. I know what I'm going to prepare for. And I think Bivol will be able to make the necessary adjustments. Also, Bivol going into the first fight, it didn't help that he had someone, who I'm talking about, someone who was, let's just say, not very nice to him and dressing their kids up in Beterbiev t-shirts. That's probably a lot to take in, no matter who you are. I don't think he has that problem this time. I think he's all right. So maybe he's got less stuff outside the ring to worry about. So that's why I'm going with Bivol. But at the same time, I'm thinking Beterbiev, the knee is going to be fully healed. He's active for the first time in years, as in, he's not fighting once a year. It's not even been 6 months. It's a tough one. Donate, and thanks for your work. Big up the bag, man, every time, man. Man, thank you for the €2. Yeah, I bring that intro out. Are you paying for rent in 2 places? Well, no, I own this place, so it's fine. I don't have any rent to pay here. I own this, so I can come home whenever I like. And yeah, I pay for the rent in the flat in the UK. The reason why I'm over here is purely because I'm at a christening today, which was lovely. It's good fun. And yeah, now I'm doing this, so I get the best of both. I get the best of both. Has anyone won a car yet? Well, not me. Well, you actually gotta enter it to win, and I haven't entered it. Butterbean would beat Bakole tonight. I don't even think he'd do that. How am I enjoying London? Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying doing more things in boxing, doing a bit of work with Ring Magazine, doing the show with Adam, enjoying that. I like going into central London on the weekends. I normally go on a Saturday night if there's no fights on. So, I like that. Um, but saying that, I miss home at the same time. So it's different. I'm moving down to Southampton in September. Oh, do you know what? I haven't been there yet, but I'd love to see Winchester, which I know is not far from Southampton. It's in Hampshire. It's in Hampshire. I have a voucher for all the core hotels, and there's one in Winchester near the cathedral. And I will use it eventually. It's just I haven't had the chance or time to actually make use of it yet. But yeah, Winchester, which is near Southampton, is on the list. I much prefer. I'm weird like that. I much prefer the south of the UK to the north of the UK. I don't know why. The north has a little bit more. I just like the south. I just like the south. I've never been to Cornwall. I've never been to Cornwall. That is way out the way. Like that's way out the way. Cornwall. Happy chappy. You're making me a happy chappy with that one, mate. Props to Bakole for dropping on short notice. But what is his team doing, letting them fight in the elite heavyweight in that condition? I guess they just thought payday. They thought he might have it in him. Clearly not. Clearly not. North is way better. North is way better. Look, I like the north of the UK. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I like the south too. I like the south of the UK. I really do. I don't know why. I do. I like Canterbury and places like that. I lived in the north all my life, and I prefer the south. There you go. You see, it's just a garbage place to live. Very few opportunities. The general personality isn't what I click with. Well, there you go. You see. The North is all right. And I know a lot of people from Ireland tend to prefer the North. They prefer like Manchester, in particular Liverpool. They love all the Merseyside, the Scousers and stuff like that. Nah, me, it's like Northumbria or Northumberland and the Lake Districts are the spots. Well, I do want to see Newcastle. I want to go up there, and I definitely want to see Bamber Castle. I really want to see Bamber Castle. That's something I definitely want to see. I'd love to go up there and just see the beach and see the castle. So I've heard. I've heard the north is a lot nicer. I'm just saying that I live in the east end of London and it's absolutely fine. Yeah, belter of a castle. Yeah, I'd love to see it. What I've heard Newcastle's meant to be amazing. All right, I have heard that. And I love The Last Kingdom. So I really want to see Bamber Castle. I just want to see that. To go to Edinburgh. So it was Lancaster. Lancaster. That's near Manchester, isn't it? Or is that yeah, I think it is. I think it is anyway. My geography of the UK is still, it's getting better, but it's still not quite where it needs to be. I know places in the south, Great Castle, Wark, Northumbria coastline, Warkworth is also close by. Snowdonna is gorgeous. I have no idea where that is. Lichfield is nice. These are places I've no idea where. That Snowdonna sounds Welsh. Is it? Is it Welsh? Is it in Wales somewhere? But yeah, it's in the line with Preston. I thought that already. Yeah, I knew it. It sounded Welsh. I knew it sounded Welsh. I was like, so I got that right. I'm spotting the language. It's a mountain in Wales. Yeah, Wales is a country I've never really been. It's never been on my list to really go there, like Cardiff or places like that. Yorkshire seems all right. Yeah. Definitely Yorkshire seems okay. Where else in the UK? Again, the place I'd like to see is Canterbury. Love to go there. Winchester. That interview with it looked it, didn't it? It didn't look like it flowed. I wasn't listening to it, obviously, I had the volume down. But yeah, I was looking at it while I'm reading the chats, and I was like, that looks an interesting interview. It didn't look like it flowed too much. Skipping that fight, possibly, yeah. Honestly, it was possibly, yeah. He really did. Do you know where I would like to go? I'd love to see Stirling Castle up in Scotland. Scotland. Love to go up and see that. That'd be real interesting. And see the Bannockburn. I'd love to see that. That'd be good fun. That'd be real good fun. Lots of families linking all these places. My dad's at Geordie. I grew up in East London, in East Ham. I've never been to East Ham. I know where it is, but I've never been there. I think I get the train from West Ham Station, and it goes by Barking, which is not a million miles away from East Ham, I don't think. So that's kind of the closest I get. No, the main event is next. It should be. Time is it? I'm hoping in the next 10 minutes we should have the main event. Is Parker sparring the world champion? No, that's Alexander Usyk, and he's not sparring him or Dubois. So it's just Parker. It's just Parker. They brought in. It looked like some American guy they had in for sparring, and he looked good. Like he looked good in there. So they were doing some serious sparring. That's another. I couldn't think of anything worse than going to London. Yeah, people tell me that, like, people who live outside London are always saying the same, but like, we do not want to go. I can see sort of why, because like it does have its flaws, a lot of them, and like I kind of like it better living back in Dublin, because where I live in Dublin is kind of out the way, and it's quieter. It's yeah. I see what you mean, but at the same time, it does have its perks as well. At the end of the day, it also has that Peak District. Chatworth's house as well, where to visit. Chatworth's house. Okay. Lincoln Cathedral, I think, is as well, or Lincoln Castle, one or the other. People have told me that's really good. Many parts of the UK are now dirty, overcrowded, somethings. People selling up and getting the hell out while they can. Yeah, I'd well believe that as well. I can well believe that as well. Oh boy, can I believe that. People dodging the UK, they are running for the hills. I can't say I blame them. You know, I certainly don't think I'll be growing old in the UK. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that wherever I grow old, I can say it will not be the UK. It's only a 3-hour flight. 3 hours is nothing. From the Congo to Ting. Yeah, you'd think that. And apparently he had connecting flights. You're like, how? From the Congo there, you'd think it would have been fairly straightforward, wouldn't you? It's a connecting flight. You're like, how the hell did... I don't know. Honestly, it is a strange one. It really, truly is. The UK is the place to get. The UK is the place to get old before your time. Yeah, I feel it as well. I've not even lived there for 6 months and I'm already feeling it. Pop that guy on. I swear, Ireland Ireland's not much better though. It genuinely isn't. I think we're in the same boat. I don't know how they do it. I really don't, man. Those bots are just a pain in the you know what. It's always when you do a live. Do you know what? They're not as persistent as they used to be. I remember maybe about a year ago, like you were blocking a bot every 5 minutes. Seriously. I'd say he got close to a mil, if not a mil. Probably no more than that. But yeah, man, those bots, they're not as bad as they used to be, but they're still bad. So the G-Man, I'm probably the biggest Shakur Stevens fan around, but the Paddy fight, I couldn't help but think how quick Davis would end that fight. Oh yeah, man, Davis would have ended that fight in probably a couple of rounds. He would have thrown an uppercut and it would have been over. Or he would have landed a big right. You know, Davis, Tank is frustrating above all else because he's so talented. Punching power, everything. And he just doesn't give it. He just doesn't give a damn. And it's frustrating for that reason. It's so frustrating. He doesn't give a damn. That's Tank Davis for you, though. I'm an immigrant, a legal one, and immigration needs to be sorted out. Don't like the UK or respect it, get out. Bakole may be avoided and has done well in sparring against some big names, but the fact his record isn't that good. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. The sparring stories are one thing, but doing it in the ring is another. And, you know, he didn't do it tonight. He got taken out in 2 rounds. And I think more people are going to be jumping the fight now after that. Yeah, Padley could, with full-time training, yeah, he could. Next one for Parker, please. Let's go, Parker. I think he should be fighting Usyk next. I do. I think he deserves a title shot after that. I really do. He deserves one. Unfortunately, in boxing, you don't always get what you deserve. And it's unfortunate. It really is. I think, unfortunately, it's going to be Dubois versus Usyk next. And I think he's going to wait. I still believe the UK can be great again. It's going to take a lot of work, man. It's going to take I don't know how you do it. I mean, the way it is now, I don't know how you do it. It's going to need a complete overhaul. And I don't know. I don't know how you do it. What's the situation with the mandatory defences? I don't think there is any. WBA, none. WBC, they won't do it. WBO, don't know. IBF, no mandatory. So I think, both guys, Usyk and Dubois, they're pretty much free to do whatever they want to do. I enjoyed Smith versus Boaty. I thought it was great. Sparring stories, like the one of Benavidez apparently beating up Bivol. Well, sparring stories are just that. And I don't doubt that there are, people who will, this fighter might beat up this fighter, but that doesn't mean it's going to translate into a pro fight. Dubois got bashed up by Hrgovic. Didn't matter that much on fight night, mate. It's happened before. This fighter bashed him up in sparring. Sometimes it does. Joshua bashed up Otto Wallin in sparring, and when they fought, more the same. But other times, it's not always the case. So you take it with a grain of salt. Like, sparring is sparring. Strange things happen. I've seen lightweights drop light heavyweights with body shots in sparring. And just that's how it is. So strange. The way I'm looking at it is, right, you will spar more rounds in the gym than you'll ever fight in a professional sense, in a professional setting. You will spar hundreds upon thousands of rounds in the gym, way more than you'll ever fight in a pro setting. So for me, it's strange things happen. You can have fighters, and there's gym fighters. You see fighters, and I've seen them. I've been in the gym, pro gyms, and seen fighters where you see them spar, and you look at them and you just think, you can literally do it all. You can move, you're fast, you have a great jab, you've got good footwork. And I've seen fighters in the gym look amazing, and some of them have gone on Sky shows, and it's like, they're not doing terrible, but they're nowhere near as good as they look in the gym. And you just think, like, how, if you could just bring your gym game into the ring, you should be winning fights. Like, you should be winning these fights. And you're not. And you're making them hard. And I know you can fight better than that, So there's that as well. Bakole could very well be one of them. He could be just I don't think he is. I think he's proven that he's not. But there are just fighters out there who are just gym fighters. So there's that too. Dimitri Bivol looks like he's going to be making his ring walk. And it's not a big arena, so it's not a big ring walk. So it should be straight up and straight in. Love the vids, G-Man. Hope to see, mate. Don't mention the proper podcast. I tell you why. Me and Uncle P, we recorded an episode yesterday, and the audio went bad. So that's never going to see that. It's never going to see the light of day, unfortunately. And that sucks. But we are going to do one hopefully this week. As some recompense. It was sick because it was so fun. We did a really good episode. It was all about Dubois, Parker, and Bakole stepping in, and the audio went bad. So it's never going to see the light of day. unfortunately. So there was that. But hopefully, oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. So hopefully we're going to get one done this week. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully. Dmitry Bivol, man, I wouldn't rule him out. I'm going with Bivol in this one. I really am. And here he comes, making his way to the ring. Dmitry Bivol. Looking sharp, looking focused. Bivol is always a very focused character. He really is. And I wonder how that loss is going to affect them. I really do. I think, oh man, Bivol is tremendous. He's a great fighter. He really, truly is. I could watch Dmitry Bivol. He's not even. People say, "Oh, he can be boring." I don't find Bivol boring in the slight. I could happily watch him. One of the best channels. I love watching Boxing Square. I've watched him for 5 years now. Oh God, maybe more actually. I remember he did a vid on FA and Jagba years ago, and that was one of the first vids I seen of him. And yeah, big with the Boxing Squared over in New Zealand. Great channel. Great channel. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, I've been subbed to him for, oh geez, many years now. At least 5 years. 2020, 2019, 2020, I subbed to him. So a long time. A long time. Boxing Squared, one of the best in the game. He's my main guy for the heavyweights. He only does the heavyweights, and that's interesting. Fan Zone have Bivol as the favourite going into this fight. He can just switch off the emotions. It's mental, isn't it? They really are just, they're built different. They really are. There's no emotion when it comes to fighting. The world could be completely ending around them, and they're just, on the outside, that's what it looks like. It just looks like, no, we are focused and that's it. And that's how it looks. Beterbiev just looks like he means business all the time. But so too does Dmitry Bivol. And there is Turkey in the ring. I think this is going to be good. I think this over 20% of Fan Zone had packed. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't see that, but holy crap. It's, yeah. Look, I love Josh Padley. I'm glad he got the payday. He did a great account of himself. He really did. But yeah. Yeah. 20% had him thought he was going to win. That's not going to happen. No. And it didn't happen. We all knew that. And they are playing the anthem of Saudi Arabia. That's the one thing. I wish they would just, like, the anthems in general. I wish they would just get a move on. It's a great statement by Parker. It really was. It was brilliant. Really good job by Joe Parker in there. Really happy that he was able to get that win. Done a great job. Really did. Done a fantastic job in there. Very well done. And as I said, if Dubois had been in there, that would have been interesting. Are they just going straight in? Yeah. Here we go. Michael Buffer doing the announcements, doing the introductions. Just subscribed, hard to find educated, unbiased YouTube channels. Well, listen, man. I say it like I see it. I try and say it like it is. There are fighters I like, and I'll criticize them. There's fighters I don't like, and I'll praise them. I just want to be as honest as I can be without being harsh for no reason. You know, if I'm harsh on someone, it's because they've done something in a boxing sense. That's how I try and be. That's how I'll always try and be. I always want to say it like I see it. You know, I don't want to just go and, be a you-know-what to someone for the sake of it, So if I see someone who does a great job, I'll say it. Oh yeah, I think this version of Joseph Parker, I'd probably pick Joseph Parker to beat Anthony Joshua at this point. I probably would. I genuinely would. Honestly, that Parker looked very sharp in there. He really did. And yeah, Dubois could have been in for a very tough night had he gone through with this fight. A very tough night. And the fact that he was sick, let's say the doctors gave him the okay. Well, really, I mean, then you're looking and thinking, oh God, what really could have happened? Joe Parker firing on all cylinders. and the extra weight carries it very well, very well. So yeah, I mean, Joe Parker, no complaints. He's done very, very well in there, very well. And where are we with the introductions?
Undisputed recognition by the Bible of Boxing, Ring Magazine.
Ring Magazine.
British Boxing Board of Control will supervise at ringside. Steward in charge is Steward in charge is Matt Harris. The three judges scoring this
Who are the judges?
from South Africa, Dion Duarte. From the United States,
None of the judges ring a bell with me, which is not a bad thing, because some judges, when you see them, you're like, oh god. Kevin Parker. Doesn't ring a bell with me either. I can fix the fringe. I can fix it. I will eventually fix this. But AJ can't fix his career. I will eventually get it fixed. Eventually. Sooner or later. Michael Buffer. Whether you love him or hate him, he is the best to do it. Love him or hate him, there is no better MC than Michael Buffer. There really isn't. I really don't understand though, and I'm not having to go with Thomas Triver, I'm not, honestly. Why don't they get David Diamante, to do more of the intros for these Saudi shows? Because it's only it's only Thomas Triver and Michael Buffer. I like David Diamante. I've met him actually. He's a very nice man. And that's why I don't understand they get David Diamante to do more of them. I really don't. I don't mind, man. It's crap, I know it is. But look, we can fix it. Now let's stick it up now. I know it's crap, I know it is, but I can fix it. I don't worry too much about it because it's just, I know I can fix it, so it's like, what's the point? John Coffey versus Usyk in May. I ain't shaving it. I don't want to shave it. I don't think it would suit me. Nah, man. I don't think it would suit me being bald. So that's why I don't want to do it. I just don't think it would. I just don't think I'd look right with it. So I said I'll just leave it as is. And yeah, we'll eventually get it sorted. More so when I get free time and everything is kind of settled, then we can get it sorted. But for now, we have what little fringe we get. What little fringe I have. What little one I have. Anyway. But guys, they are going over the instructions of both fighters, and I is admitting defeat. Well, I don't want to admit defeat, I am admitting defeat. Hence the reason why I haven't shaved it. I ain't admitting defeat on that yet. Never beat till you beat. And both of these guys, one of these probably will end up being beaten. So both guys have their instructions, and we are waiting for the opening bell. I might even turn the volume up for it. Let's go. Seconds out. Round 1. Here we go. Round 13, really. Who do I have? I have Dimitri Bivol winning this fight on points. Oh, man. Round 13 so soon. And they are straight away at this. They are straight away. Oh, look at that double jab by Dimitri Bivol. He caught Beterbiev coming in with that long stance. He has a very wide stance, Bivol. But he doesn't really give up the, looking sharp with that counter jab as well. Jabbing Beterbiev as he comes in. And look at that. He's looking sharp already, Bivol is in this first round. Now, Beterbiev, I thought Bivol started the sharper of the two last time. And as the fight progressed, Beterbiev really came into it. And you could say age, yeah, but he's only really, what, 4 or 5 months older? It's not a crazy amount. It's not a crazy amount. So the first minute gone, and I'm liking the jab, Dimitri Bivol. He's doing a good job off that jab. He really is. He's catching Beterbiev as he comes in. And the speed of the shots. Now, the only thing is that, good body shot from Beterbiev goes in there. The only thing is you can acclimatise to the speed pretty quick. As you'll see there are many fighters who are very fast. And early on, it can shock fighters. They can be a bit shell-shocked. But once they acclimatise to it, they can start timing it. And I wonder if Beterbiev is able to do that. And he's using his jab to get in. No doubt in my mind, Beterbiev is the harder puncher of the two. That of which I've just no doubt. You can see that. Beterbiev lets a right hand go, but Bivol blocks it. But he's going to Bivol's body. He's letting those right hands go in just, oh, for God's sake, just underneath the guard, underneath the elbow. He's always had brilliant hand speeds, Bivol. Oh, look at that lovely jab by Dmitry Bivol. A minute left in the first round. I'm liking what I'm saying. Oh, lovely little combination. Doesn't jab that often. And I don't know why he doesn't, because he has a very good jab. But there you go. He used the jab there. He lets a right hand go. And he's backing Dmitry Bivol up to the ropes. But Bivol fights his way out and using that long jab. Very good jab as well by Dmitry Bivol. It has to be said. It's a good opening round from Dmitry Bivol. Very good round. Oh, lets a right hand go. Does Bivol. Gets it through Beterbiev's guard. Beterbiev, in this first round, left hook by Dmitry Bivol. Lovely stuff. Really good stuff so far. And Bill, thank you so much for the 10 quid. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, my friend. It is much, much appreciated. It really, truly is. And more, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Dmitry Bivol so far. So 10 seconds left here in the first round. Beterbiev lands a little. Oh, look at that from Bivol to end the round. Although it's blocked, he's able to turn Beterbiev and get out of there. And he's able to avoid. Oh, good first round. 1-0 Dmitry Bivol. Definitely. I had Bivol winning that round. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. How did you have that round? He definitely did. For me, it was Bivol round easy. No questions. But how do you guys have it? For me, Bivol won up. He's dealing much better with it there. But saying that, man, it's only the first round. We need to let this fight go. It needs to go a few rounds, and then we'll be able to make an assessment. But first round in the bank, Dmitry Bivol round. He was almost a deer in the headlights with the pressure. He was. He really was. It started to get to him a little bit. He was never hurt, but the pressure was starting to get to him ever so slightly. Now, that first round, he looked impressive. The jab was on point. The hand speed was there. I liked what I seen. So, here we go. We are getting ready for round number 2 is underway. So, what does Beterbiev have? And he starts off with the jab. Oh, he gets countered though. Great little bit of hand speed. Great show of hand speed by Bivol here. Really, really good stuff. Oh, and he knocks Beterbiev off balance there. Not hurt or anything like that, but just knocks him ever so slightly off balance. And see, he's punching. He's putting more power. Oh, that looked like a little slip there. Almost from Bivol. And Beterbiev spots that. I wonder did he buzz him ever so slightly there? Because he definitely backed him up. Oh, and now he's pushing Bivol back. This is a good response from Beterbiev. He's blocking these shots here from Bivol. You can see that. Bivol to win. He should have less distractions. That's what I said that earlier in the chat, mate. I was just thinking that he had Karen. That's what we'll call her. He had Karen really being a Karen last time around. But look at this. It's almost roles reversed now in this second round. Bivol's jab was doing great work in the first round. Beterbiev does get caught on the inside there, and Bivol goes to his body. But his jab is looking very good. The hand speed is a problem for Beterbiev. You can see that. He is doing a good job tucking up, but the hand speed it's apparent for Bivol there. You can see that. He's the faster hand of the two by no question. Beterbiev, though, the pressure's looking a bit better this round. But Bivol, with 1:30 to go, it's really up in the air. Good jab from Beterbiev there. Got to Bivol there a little bit. Got it right through the guard, landed nice and clean. Nice and clean. 1:20 to go now. And Beterbiev really starting to apply the. Oh, right hand goes in from Bivol. Body shot as well. Jab to the body. That's a good shot from Dmitry Bivol. I like what I seen there. Beterbiev is applying that pressure though. And you see, you need to remember, even though Beterbiev's not really throwing much, just the fact that he's applying that pressure is making Bivol think. And Bivol's having to exert maybe more energy than he otherwise would have wanted. And that's why right hand goes in from Beterbiev and landed there, and Dmitry Bivol is okay. He's able to punch back. He's not landing. They're not getting through the guard, but they're still eye-catching shots nonetheless. And he's outworking Artem Beterbiev right here. Beterbiev with a body shot. Looked like it hurt Dmitry Bivol ever so slightly. Backed up to the ropes. Now the pressure's being turned on by Beterbiev. Now he's starting to find a bit of range there. So it's a much more even round in this second round. I'm kind of oh, no, missed with the right hand. Beterbiev or Bivol there. Beterbiev lands some sneaky shots there, misses with a right hand on Dmitry Bivol. But this is really good stuff here in the second round. It's really good stuff by both guys. I like what I'm seeing. I'd like to see Beterbiev in this position go to Bivol's body. He's headhunting a bit too much, I think, although he feinted there. Oh, that was an interesting feint. Bivol nearly moved halfway around the ring there. This is, oh, for God's sake. Yeah, they are persistent tonight, aren't they? That was an interesting second round. I gave that round to Beterbiev. So I've got it one apiece. See, Adam, you gave that to Bivol. I gave it to Beterbiev. He is very quick, isn't he? Very, very fast fighter is Dmitry Bivol. Extremely quick. Let's have a look at some of what happened here. I'm wondering, did Bivol slip on the advertising? Because he did a feint and it looked like he almost lost himself. But yeah, big right hand goes in from Bivol there. And a nice jab as well. Round two, you gave it to Bivol. I just edged Beterbiev, but a very close round. He did. You got the first round. You can see a little bit of swelling there in the eye. See a little bit of it there. So good work in the second round. Let's see. The 1-2 was almost, yeah, the 1-2 was looking really well in this fight for Bivol. Round three. Man, this has been fun so far. I knew it would be. I knew it would be. Much more aggressive start to this round by Beterbiev. You can see that straight away. He's coming out swinging. Much more aggressive. And looking pretty good, actually, as well. Chris Mannix has Bivol up 2-0. So he gave the second round. First round was a clear Bivol round. I thought the second round, I think that could have went either way. I would have given it to Beterbiev, personally. But I think it could have went either way. No issue with Bivol being 2-0 up. Definitely he won the first round. Can't make a case Beterbiev winning that round whatsoever. Body shot goes in from Dmitry Bivol just there. The 1-2, as Adam was saying in the chat. Oh, look to do the little swing counter. Little pull back counter right hand. It just missed from Bivol there. But he is pulling out all the stops. And as was, lovely little combination. The hand speed is really on point for Bivol there. But he almost takes a right hand from Beterbiev, one of the biggest punchers in the division, in the whole of boxing. You don't want to give him any opportunities to land clean on you. You will be in all sorts of trouble if you let him do that. You really will. And Bivol, again, moving around the ring, opening up combinations. But you see, that's the problem. They're not landing. Like some of those shots, those combinations, yeah, you might get one shot through. But I can't really score the rest of them. Whereas Beterbiev, he's not throwing, they're arm punches. He is sitting down on some of these shots ever so more than he was the first fight. And it's interesting. What do you do? How do you have these rounds going? Is he cut? Is he bleeding? Beterbiev. Almost looks like he's, maybe it's the angle I'm looking at, but it almost looks like he's bleeding. The footwork is very good of Bivol. It's always been one of his strongest points. Never really the punching power. It's always been the technique. Oh, look at that uppercut from Bivol. Look at that. I say not the punching power, but he's doing a good job keeping Beterbiev at bay there. And he's doing really well in round number 3. Really, really well. Moving out of range, moving out of dodge. His feet, his fitness must be incredible. He's giving out combinations like free candy. I know, I can't believe it. I didn't think he'd be opening combinations like this up. Big up to Bivol. He's doing really well in there now. Oh, look at that. Nice. Oh, yeah, look at that. He gets a right hand through in that combination. And Beterbiev's not moving his head. He's just, when he's throwing those combinations, he's not punching with Bivol. Oh, but he does land a big right hand there. He's not punching with him. He's just letting those combinations just hit him, but he's landing some good hard shots. Oh, big right hand. Big right hand from Beterbiev went in there. Bivol takes it, and he opens up a combination. And look, oh, look at that. Oh, and here we go, people. This is good. Oh, that was a good end to a round. Look at that, man. That was a great round. Bivol for me took that round. That was crazy. Man, that was a crazy round. That was really good. Man, this fight was better than the first one already, I think. That was crazy, man. That was really good. Man, I want to see some of the replays of this. 3. I can't really argue with that. At the end there, yeah, man, Bivol is doing really well. Let's see some of the replays. That was epic. Yeah, he lands a body shot on Beterbiev. And Beterbiev, yeah, he gets hit with a nice little combination. And Bivol just throwing those combinations around. And then he gets backed up almost with a right hand. And Bivol just opens that combination up there. That was towards the back end of the round, man. That was an epic round. That was really good. Round number 4. These rounds are going to fly by. Oh, Beterbiev starting this round quick. And he got through with a right hand there as well. You can see that. That looked epic. Oh, man. This is... he landed a big shot on Bivol. Bivol took it well, though. Whenever you see a puncher like Beterbiev get through and even land a shot that's clean, you do worry. You do wonder what might happen. Oh, body shot from Beterbiev goes in. Now he's turning the gas up. He really is. He's turning the tempo up here, Beterbiev. Bivol's going to have to match him with it. 100%. And already in this 4th round, Beterbiev has got through with some big shots. Bivol back to jabbing. And he needs to use that hand speed and get those combinations going again. I don't think Bivol will gas, mate. I don't think he will. I'd be very surprised if he does. I'd be very surprised. But this fight is living up to expectations and then some. Man, it's going good so far. And Beterbiev actually starting to read that jab a little bit better now. He's actually able to get underneath it. He's been able to duck that. And now he's letting the shots go. He's going to the body of Dmitry Bivol now again. He's starting to up the tempo. And he's applying more pressure than he was earlier on. And look at that. Right hand gets through, body shot. Bivol just off balance there. Not hurt at all. Just off balance. And now back moving around the ring. Oh, for God's sake. You reckon this good fight? They are persistent tonight, aren't they? Oh, right hand goes in from Artur Beterbiev. This is the clearest round you can give to him. He's winning this round very clearly. There's no disputing this. Bivol combinations just hit gloves. There's not really much on them. Body shot goes in from Artur Beterbiev and he backs Bivol up to the ropes again. The pressure is really starting to get turned up from Beterbiev in here. Really starting to land home with some big shots. And Bivol, the combinations are drying up a little bit. Takes a little right hand there. Some good stuff. Oh, but he does walk Beterbiev onto a stiff jab there. Beterbiev thinking nothing of it. Bivol's looking tired. I think Beterbiev just turning it up. But Bivol has exerted a lot of energy in the first couple of rounds, yes, but he has a good gas tank. He really does. But Beterbiev, that pressure will get to you after a while. And it looks like the snap in some of those shots has gone a bit. You can see that. He's just throwing them out now where he was really getting them in. He was really stabbing them in earlier. Seems to be throwing them out now. And Beterbiev starting to come on strong. This is definitely a Beterbiev round. And a Beterbiev round big. Are you kidding me? No, don't click on it. There we go. Okay. Oh. Misses with a right hand, just Beterbiev there. It's good. Oh, and Bivol letting the shots go at the end of the round. Whew. It's been a good scrap so far, lads, hasn't it? I've been enjoying this. I think we all have. And by the way, of 142 still in the building, if you haven't already, do please consider hitting the like. Oh yeah, I've no problem with anyone giving that round to Beterbiev. You could give him the second round as well. I wouldn't really argue if you did give him the second round. So as it stands, you could have a 2 apiece. You could genuinely have a 2 apiece. All those, oh my God. All those bots links are virusy. Oh man, I'd say you are absolutely David hanging the computer, if you know what I mean. If you go and you use some of them. Yeah, you need a mod mate. You need a mod mate. Yeah, I know. See, it's normally not that bad. If I do a normal live, even if I get a couple of hundred in, I never have issues like that. It's only when you do the watch-alongs, they start spamming the chat with those. Oh, round 5's underway, by the way. Round 5 is underway, and Chris Mannix. Now see, there you go, Chris Mannix. Why did you give round 3 to Bivol? That was Beterbiev. That was a pretty clear round for Dimitri Bivol. Chris Mannix is a weird scorer. Like, some of his scorecards are so bizarre. Oh, that was that right hand landed on the top of the head of Dimitri Bivol. Beterbiev is really turning the gas on now in round 5. There's 2 minutes and 15 to go here in the 5th round, and Beterbiev is really turning the gas on here. Now, he is looking good at this stage of the fight. Body shots go in from Artur Beterbiev. He's backing Bivol up every chance he gets. Look at that. Big right hand goes in and pushes Bivol back again. I wonder, did Bivol exert himself too much? I wonder, did he? Because he's not as sharp now. And bear in mind, it's only been 5 rounds as he was the first couple of rounds, where he was just electric. He was on it. I wonder, is the pressure. I said this before. Beterbiev, even when he's not really exerting himself, he's making you think, he's making you move, he's making you throw when you don't want to throw. And I'm wondering, has that offset the game plan of Bivol ever so slightly? Made him work harder than he wants to work. And now he's trying to get the air back into his lungs, because now Beterbiev is really starting to come into this fight. And Bivol, his output is noticeably slowing. And the punches as well. Before, he misses with a right hand there. Before, he was really snapping those shots out. Now they're a little bit more laboured. They're a little bit more laboured. So I wonder, big jab by Beterbiev there. But Bivol counters back. And the combinations are not there for Bivol anymore. He was letting combinations go like mad earlier on in the fight. Not really doing it now. Yeah, not really doing it now. Just kind of more stationary. Both guys exchange there with combinations, and both guys land shots. Right hands, I mean. And Beterbiev using his jab. He's an underrated jab. Good jab to the body as well by Beterbiev. He's pushing Bivol back with that jab, actually. And he swings and misses with a right hand. Bivol tries to open up some combinations. Beterbiev sees them coming and blocks them. 30 seconds to go here in round number 5. I've got this round for Beterbiev so far. And if Chris Mannix's scorecard is to be believed, you would now have Beterbiev. Big shot there goes in from Beterbiev. Bivol backtracking, backing up again the ropes. Beterbiev looking to come in with a combination. 15 seconds to go here in round number 5. Body shot, sting. Right hand goes in from Beterbiev as well. Look at that. Big right hand from Beterbiev. Has he hurt Bivol? Has he backed Bivol up to the ropes? Big, wow. Right hand goes in from Beterbiev now as well. Man, he is looking menacing in there. And Bivol, big at the end of the round. Yo, this is fun, isn't it? Oh man, these rounds are flying by. Feeling like a Beterbiev. He's relentless, isn't he? He just does not stop him. 3-2. Look at this. Big right hand lands on top of the head. Look at that. I want to see a replay of that. Oh yeah. And you got to remember, they look innocuous. This is Beterbiev, one of the biggest punchers. Man's 40 years old. I know. It's crazy. But he lives that, man, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't... I would say it's a lifestyle for these guys. That's all they know, is to eat, train, and all that. It's all they do. So we look at it and think, oh my God, it's a lifestyle for them. They're used to it. It's nothing, I would imagine. I think it's what they're raised and trained to do. This is entertaining. Round number 6 is underway. Man, these rounds are flying by, and his eye is swelling. It is. Absolutely is. Usyk is another. Right hand goes in again from Beterbiev. He is relentless. Look at this. Jesus Christ. Punches thrown in round number 6. Way more shots thrown and way more shots landed. The power punch stats back that up. Power punches from Beterbiev are absolutely massive in comparison to Bivol's. Although he's only landed 10 more. Yeah, he's doing a little bit better in this round. He is. It was a bad end to the last round for Bivol. It really was. After a great start to the fight as well. Beterbiev has always shown pretty good whiskers. Callum Johnson was always a good puncher. And he put Beterbiev down heavy. Other than that, he's not really been ever really badly hurt that I'm aware of. Other than that, that's the only real time I can ever remember him being noticeably hurt was against Callum Johnson. And again, he can punch, really punch. Bit better work here in this round from Bivol. Meeting in the centre of the ring, And Bivol's doing his thing. He really is. He's doing his thing. Jab goes in there from Dmitry Bivol, but nothing really to separate them in this round. Little bit more even Steven until that right hand from Beterbiev goes in just there. And now we're starting to say, oh, and a good combination from Dmitry Bivol fighting Beterbiev off there, really fighting him off well. But Beterbiev putting the pressure on, letting the shots go. Right hand goes in from Beterbiev. He has Dmitry Bivol backtracking again. Bivol having to fight his way off the ropes. Beterbiev puts him straight back on, lets some combinations go. He is relentless, non-stop left hook from Beterbiev. Just gets through the guard. But Bivol's able to keep him at bay with a jab, but in comes Beterbiev with a right hand, which is with a left uppercut. Oh man, body shots go in there again. 50 seconds to go here. Oh, but Beterbiev is really putting it on Dmitry Bivol now in the last 45 seconds of the round. Yeah, I don't really get the tactics either. He is, oh man, I think he's hoping to counter, but it ain't working. Although he does land some good shots in there. He's saying, let's have it. You don't want to do that against Beterbiev though. It's not the best idea. Ain't the best idea at all. 20 seconds left here in round number 6. Oh, some good shots go in from Dmitry Bivol just there, though, I have to say. Nice jab and body shot. Oh, oh, wow. Oh, I thought Bivol might have been hurt there. Oh, maybe he was. Oh. Yikes. This is good fun. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this card, I have to say. So far, this has been good. This has been particularly good. Well, we're halfway through. Man, I'm needing to sit back for a bit. I've been here for nearly 2 hours, and my legs are so tired. I can only imagine how Bivol's are. Mine are tired just sitting here. But the end of that round saw a big combination go in from Beterbiev, and that's probably nicked him the round. Respectfully, Bivol is nothing like Canelo. No, he's nothing like Canelo. Or Beterbiev is nothing like Canelo. Could easily have a trio. Could easily have Beterbiev ahead. It's one of those fights like the first fight, man. This is going to be razor close. Anthony Joshua sat next to Terence Crawford. Crawford against Canelo in September. Round 7 is underway. Beterbiev again, starting off very fast and letting the shots go. Mannix has it 58-56 to Beterbiev. He hasn't given Bivol a round after round number 2. I don't, again, necessarily agree with that. Oh, right hand goes in from Beterbiev. And Bivol just trying to fight fire with fire, basically. I don't know if this is a good idea. I really don't. Maybe he's hoping to walk Beterbiev onto something, but I don't know if he hits necessarily hard enough to do anything. And Beterbiev is he's just relentless. He doesn't care, man. He's coming in and he is letting the shots go. And again, this is a fully fit Beterbiev as well. This is a fully fit, firing on all cylinders Beterbiev. Not like the first time where he was coming back after an injury. This is a fully good to go and an active Beterbiev, which is something we haven't seen in years. So all that, I mean, we are seeing a good version of Beterbiev, and 1:45 to go here in round number 7, and it has been a Beterbiev round thus far. He's been doing some really good work in here, letting the shots go. He's making Bivol move constantly, and I don't think he wants to be doing that, but he has to keep doing it because that's all he can do. He's trying to keep Beterbiev off him. So I think the poor guy actually has to do what he doesn't want to do, which is move around the ring constantly. And Beterbiev is just not letting them breathe, honestly. You're in there, what do you do if you have a guy who's just coming at you non-stop like this, firing punches like he does there? Nice little combination from Bivol there. Oh, jab, caught Beterbiev coming in with the jab. He hasn't done that in a while. But Beterbiev is undeterred. Man. Beterbiev is just coming forward. He does not give a damn. And look at this. One of my mates just texted me and said Bivol fell asleep the last 2 rounds. I don't think he fell asleep. I think that he's just struggling with the pace. I think he's just trying to match Beterbiev punch for punch, and I don't think he can. Beterbiev is just different breed. And look at that, he lands a little uppercut on the inside, does Beterbiev. And he's making Bivol think constantly. Bivol is biting on these feints. He's really biting on these feints. And Beterbiev, oh, look at that. Nice little combination from Bivol there. Maybe trying to just kill and steal these last 20 seconds. It might be enough to nick him the round. It might be. But Beterbiev again, coming on strong. 10 seconds to go here in round number 7. He lands a right hand as he did at the end of the last round. But I agree, I think that this is a round you can give to Dmitry Bivol. Oh, and he lands a right hand on Beterbiev to end the round. I would give that round to Bivol. I would. Man. No, don't click on it. How many is that now? We've got to be near 10 of them now. Has to be about 10 that I've had to fucking vamoose the bots. You gave Beterbiev that one. Tough fight though, classic. It is, it's a tough fight to score, mate. It's a very tough fight to score. As was the first one. I think this is a bit better. I'm enjoying this one a bit more. I have to say I am. I'm enjoying this one a bit more. Round number 8, we are ready to go. Referee about to, and yep, round number 8 is underway. Whew, man, this has been fun. Man, these rounds are so hard to score, some of them anyway, and they are flying by. Man, they are absolutely flying by. I am loving this. Nice combination from Dmitry Bivol. But Beterbiev, that one strayed a little bit low, it has to be said. But a good body shot from Beterbiev goes in there. And those body shots, I'd say some of those body shots Beterbiev is landing, they have to be taking somewhat of an impact on Dmitry Bivol. A guy who, his game is moving. Energy in his legs, moving around the ring, looking to counterpunch. But if you're having to move as much as you're doing in this fight, all the while trying to fight this big punching, non-stop, hard-hitting guy off you, it's a tricky task. It's very tricky. And Beterbiev, he is just undeterred. Look at this pressure he's putting on. 2 minutes left in round number 8. And Bivol lets the shots go. He still has enough in him. The jab stats. Bivol massively outlanded Beterbiev in terms of jabs. I'm not surprised. The jab from Bivol is, oh, big right hand from Bivol went in there. Wonder if Beterbiev just felt that ever so slightly. Yeah, he's doing much better this round. Coming back into it now is Dmitry Bivol. Coming back into it. Potentially, but oh, big body shot goes in from Bivol there. Potentially Beterbiev is getting tired as well. You know, he's 40 years old at the end of the day. You know, he's definitely, he can't maintain the same kind of tempo that he did when he was 30 years old. Surely not. And Bivol actually doing well this round now. Having a good 8 rounds. And if you've given him, say, 3 more rounds, that's 4 rounds. Maybe give him another round. That's 5. You could have him up after this. Really interesting. Oh, big right hand from Beterbiev goes in there. Just backs Dmitry Bivol up. But that's not going to be enough to win him the round. 55 seconds left in the 8th round. Bivol letting some combos go. Body shot from Beterbiev goes in. Little to no effect on Dmitry Bivol. And yeah, left hook's going in from Beterbiev. Putting the pressure on now. Adding a little bit of pressure. Look at that. Pushes him back. Pushes Dmitry Bivol back ever so slightly there. But so far in this round, I'm giving it to Bivol so far. 30 seconds to go. Who's going to put their foot in the gas the last 30 seconds and try and just nick this round? Is it Beterbiev or is it Bivol? Eddie Hearn looking on from ringside there. God knows what he must be thinking. He's already had one of his fighters win, which was Callum Smith. I'd say he's still loving life over that. It's not often he gets a win over another promoter these days. Oh, big right hand from Beterbiev. Oh, another one goes in from Beterbiev. Oh, I wonder if Bivol felt that he has to hold. I'll still give Bivol that round. It's not enough to win Beterbiev the round, but Bivol had to hold at the end of that round, which is not something you're used to seeing from him. But yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. It's a Bivol round. Whew. I'm going to go on X and see what they're saying. Let's have a look-see there. Look at that. We're doing well, man. We're doing well. We're at 22,518. So if you haven't already, do please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it if you would help your boy out. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. It would mean quite a bit to us. It really would. It'd mean quite a bit to your boy. It'd be nice. 135 likes. Look at that. That's pretty good going. That's a pretty good going. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Oh man, this has been fun. It's like the first fight. It's a close fight, man. Round number 9 is underway. Beterbiev starting off with the jab and going to Bivol's body. I think he knows he needs to up the tempo in these last couple of rounds. We're coming into the championship rounds after this fight. Body shot from Beterbiev goes in there, doing a good job. Bivol at hooking up, and he opens up a combination of his own then. Beterbiev. Oh, Chris Mannix gave the last 2 rounds to Bivol. He has it level. And I really can't argue with that too much. God knows what way this fight is going. Good combination from Dmitry Bivol there. Letting some shots go again. It's interesting, isn't it? Bivol found something here. Yeah, he's doing well. He's getting himself back into this fight. He really has, man. This fight could go anyway. It really has. It's like, what way do you score this fight? It's like, the first fight was not easy to score, and this fight is turning out more of the same. Although Beterbiev in round 9 so far, the first minute, I like better what he's doing. Just a bit. Just a little bit. He's a little bit busier. But how the hell do you score this fight? How do you do it? Like, it's mental. The Bivol's slowing down a little bit. You can see that. He has slowed down a little bit. And Beterbiev, he's not outworking him the way he was earlier in the fight. To be expected, of course, to be expected. Good combination with Dmitry Bivol goes in there. He drops the hands, takes center ring again. 1 minute and 20 to go in round number 9. After this, we've only got 9 minutes left. No, we can't call it a draw. Yeah, he has slowed down. Has to be expected, man. The amount he's putting into these rounds, even though he's not really sitting on the shots and really committing to them, he's still throwing an awful lot of shots. And he's 40 years old. He has to slow down. But he's doing better this round, definitely. Eddie Hearn shouting instructions at ringside. He is desperate for this man to win. Desperate. Oh, good combination with Dmitry Bivol there. And he opens up another one on Beterbiev. And another one. Beterbiev looking a bit slow there. Looking a bit static. Bivol letting the shots go again. This is good work in this round from Dmitry Bivol. Some very good work from Dmitry Bivol in this round. 30 seconds to go. Could be going the way of Dmitry Bivol after all this round. Opened up a few nice combinations there. Good body shot. Might have strayed a little bit low from Beterbiev there though. Shot blocked from Dmitry Bivol. Beterbiev again stepping on that front foot, looking to apply pressure. 15 seconds to go. Bivol up on his toes, moving around the ring nicely. Moving around the ring very nicely. But Beterbiev, that was just off balance from Bivol there. Oh, good end to the round from Artur Beterbiev. Is that enough to nick him the round? Maybe. Maybe. As round 9 comes to an end, we've got 6 minutes left after this. But Beterbiev, look at that. He is taking some breaths of air in. Both guys are working for this. And look at the state of his face from all the shots. He's got all the red marks on there. Yeah, to be expected. I'm watching it on the zone, so it would be a little bit behind. It's, as always, like when you're watching it on a streaming platform, which is on, I have it legally, by the way, it's going to be a little bit behind TNT's. So if this goes to the scorecards and you get it before me, please don't spoil it. Please. Because I'll put the comms on to hear the scorecards. So please don't spoil it if we go to the scorecards. Yeah, the judges, God knows what way the judges have this. I think there's an AI judge, if I'm not mistaken. I think there is an AI judge. Now, he's not a legit judge, but it'd be interesting to see what the AI judge will be scoring in this, or how he is. Bivol takes a round off. He might take one of these rounds off. He may very well. You may be very well right on that one. Tight again. Beterbiev in the lead. Mannix gave that last round to Bivol. That last round really could have gone either. I'm not even going to argue with that. You could have given him that. That round could have went either way. I'm not even going to argue with that. But Beterbiev is starting off quick this round. He is starting quick here. He really is. Beterbiev starting very quick here. Bivol misses with a body shot. You know, a minute hasn't even gone in this round, but Beterbiev, straight away you can see in this round 10, he's more on it this round than he was the last round. I think he's been given the hurry up by the corner that, look, you got 9 minutes. We're coming to the end of this fight. You got to get a move on. I think he knows that. I think he's doing that. Oh, but he walks into a big right hand there from Dmitry Bivol. Doesn't really do anything else with it. But still, it's a reminder that he's there. But look at that. Body shot again goes in from Beterbiev. It's normally the last minute of the round where we kind of start to, some good shots from Beterbiev there, but he gets turned by Bivol like he did against Canelo. But the only thing is, against Canelo was letting him tee off. He's not doing that against Beterbiev. Beterbiev is just going about his job and tucking up and making sure he's blocking those shots. 1 minute and 15 left in round number 10. This round is Beterbiev's round, definitely. 100%. This is Beterbiev's round, in my opinion. Oh, some good shots go in there from Bivol. Some good shots. Beterbiev looking a bit more stationary now. And 1 minute left in round 10. What way do you have this round? Seriously. What way do you score? Like, what do you do? How did you even score this fight, man? Like, it's crazy. But this is no, Beterbiev is definitely taking more of an advantage initiative in this round. Landing a few more shots, backing Bivol up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Gets a couple of shots in on Dmitry Bivol. Body shots go in from Beterbiev. 38 seconds to go in round number 10. And body shot. Bivol misses with the counter. And Beterbiev, poised as ever, ready to just try and deliver some body shots, ready to try and deliver some headshots. Headshot goes in, right hand goes in from Beterbiev. Bivol shakes it off and starts moving. 20 seconds left in round number 10. And good solid stiff jab from Beterbiev there. Lands on Dmitry Bivol. Bivol misses with a combination. 10th round is definitely a Beterbiev round. Definitely. Can't score that to Dmitry Bivol. No way. No way. Although, he lets a combination go at the end of the round, but they're all blocked. 6 minutes left. Man, this has been fun. Hasn't it? This has been a fun fight. People. Wonder how X has this. Let's have a look-see quickly on X. And see what way people have it. How are you scoring? Oh my God, wait a minute. I'm just seeing this, right? Do you know that Martin Bakole wore Daniel Dubois' fly gloves? He wore Daniel Dubois' gloves that were tailor-made for Dubois on fight night, in that fight with Parker. I mean, that just, what do you even say to that? Like what do you actually say to that? How do you even go? Like, I'm not even, yeah. People, round 11. Let's go. Some good work here at the start of this round by Beterbiev. Bivol not landing with enough shots though. Like, he's throwing, but he's not really landing. Beterbiev, no, Chris Mannix, you're wrong. Round 10 was a Beterbiev round. Sorry about you. That's the problem. Mannix scorecards, some of them you just look and you're just like, no, that's not right. There we go. Sorry about that, people. So, according to Mannix's scorecard, Beterbiev needs these last 2 rounds for a draw. That's what he needs. And he's gone about this round very well so far. First minute, it's been pretty much Beterbiev. Lands a little body shot there on Dmitry Bivol. Look at that. Some good work there, actually, from Beterbiev. Opens up another little combination. These guys are head and shoulders. They're miles. They're miles above the rest of the division, mate. They're absolutely miles ahead of them. They really are. And 2 phenomenal fighters. That's why we get such close competitive fights between the two. they're hard to split. Power punches are actually in Dmitry Bivol's favour. Interesting. He's thrown less, landed more. That normally means whoever does. Oh, a nice uppercut from Dmitry Bivol on the inside. Oh, another shot from Dmitry Bivol goes in there as well. Some good work there from Bivol, but he takes a body shot in retaliation from Beterbiev. Oh, he is landing way more, I know. And normally, a fighter who lands at a significantly higher connect percentage of power shots wins. But a big shot goes in from Beterbiev. Bivol actually flips him over and puts him back again the ropes. This is really good work from Bivol. Really good work. I picked him to win this fight. I'm just saying. I picked him to win this fight. A minute left. Well, actually 50 seconds left in the 11th round. And then we go into the final round. Man, this has been epic. Oh, Bivol just misses with a big right hand on Beterbiev. That could have actually caused Beterbiev problems if it landed. But he is actually turning the heat up now in these last couple of seconds. Last 30 seconds of round number 11. And Beterbiev starting to put a bit more pressure on Dmitry Bivol. Starting to let the shots go a bit. Eddie Hearn shouting orders at ringside. Oh, lovely. Lovely combination from Dmitry Bivol there. Beterbiev just shakes it off. And just keeps on going. And just keeps on applying. Oh, big right hand from Dmitry Bivol went in there. So this is... Oh, man. What do you even say to this? Boom. You got to give that round to Bivol, don't you? He just came on so strong in the last minute. I think Beterbiev needs a KO. That was the best round, yeah. Beterbiev started that round well. Bivol just absolutely switched it on. Last round, lads. Beterbiev, I've never seen his face so red. Look at how many shots he's taken. 7-4 Bivol. It's going to be, I reckon it's going to be a 7-5 type fight. It'll probably be a 7-5 type fight. I have a funny feeling. I just have that feeling it's going to be one of them. Maybe a 7-5 type of a fight. But let's see. Let's wait and see. People, 3 minutes left. Last round. Here we go. Beterbiev may go out all guns blazing looking for a KO. He may need it. And Bivol, I don't think Bivol's going to run around the ring this last round. I don't think he will. Chris Mannix correctly gave that last round to Dmitry Bivol. I agree. I think definitely Bivol needed that. Well, didn't need that last round, but I gave him that last round big. Did great. Combination from Bivol goes in again there. Beterbiev. Man, Bivol ain't content with just winning this fight on points. He wants to stamp his approval. Look at that. Oh, man. And Beterbiev chases Bivol around. Look at that pressure. Man is relentless. He really is. But this is good fun. What does Beterbiev have left to do? Yeah, Mannix, his scorecards are always... You kind of worry if you were ahead. You'd be thinking, oh crap, I'm losing. That Mannix's scorecards are always all over the place. All right, 1:50 to go. People, these rounds have flown by. It's been an epic fight. And Beterbiev, he's not busy enough. Eddie Hearn is up there like that, trying to get everyone to jump up and sing and cheer. But Beterbiev, he backed Bivol up a little bit there. I wonder did he just stun him ever so slightly. Just so slightly. We're into the last 90 seconds, 1:25 left in the 12th round. And I wonder what does Bivol have left, and I wonder what Beterbiev has left, because he needs to find something. He needs to pull something out in this last round. Because I have him behind. I think everyone in the chat has him behind. The Zone have him. I'm not sure what TNT or Sky have this scored, but I know that Chris Mannix, what it's worth, has Bivol well ahead. Oh, lovely right hand from Bivol goes in. Just grazes the chin of Beterbiev. Body shot goes in from Marta Beterbiev again. Bivol doing a great job moving around the ring. Able to keep out of dodge. Beterbiev having to resort to chasing him. He is chasing him around the ring, and Bivol is just keeping on his bike, moving around the ring. And there you go. He's out of dodge. Beterbiev needs to pull something, but Bivol answers back. Here comes the combinations again from Beterbiev. 30 seconds to go. Bivol is holding on. 30 seconds left for Beterbiev to turn this around. Can he do it? Can he do it in round number 12? Misses with a right hand. Oh, look at that. Both guys exchange. Is Bivol cut above the eye? It looks like there's a bit of blood there. Beterbiev get through on something. 10 seconds left. He is bleeding. He's definitely bleeding. I think he'll see the bell. I think it's over. I think it's done. I think we will get to a decision. And there we go. Both fighters fighting all the way to the bell. Holy crap. That was epic. Look at his eye. Holy crap, man. Tired after that. That was epic, by the way. That was epic. I've got Bivol winning. 7-5 Bivol for me. 7-5 to Dmitry Bivol for me. What do you guys have? A trilogy time. I'm all for it, man. You get exhausted just watching them, man. That was epic. That was epic. Yo. That was fun. Jake Paul smokes them in his dreams. In his dreams. He wouldn't even last a minute with either of them. That was fun. Man, that was fun. I cannot wait to hear these scorecards. I reckon they're going to have it razor close again. Why do I have that feeling? It is going to be a razor close decision for either guy. I think Bivol has done enough. I think he should get the win. This time, definitely, he should get the win. But look, somehow Beterbiev winning, he put a lot of pressure. How did the cut happen? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. He lands a right hand. There you go. The cut opens up. Damn. Some have it a draw. Okay. We've already, either guy winning for me wouldn't be a disgrace. We've already had one bad result on here tonight. It won't be either guy winning, won't be a bad result. Not like Adames versus Shearers, which one guy clearly won and it ends a draw. Please. Man, I appreciate you locking in. I appreciate you watching, man. 212 in the building. If you haven't already, hit the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, man. Whew. I'm tired just watching these guys, man. Sean Porter has it a draw. I want to just point out, he had Hamza Shearers beating Carlos Adames. So there you go. Michael Buffer, I think he has the scorecards. Why do I think he has the scorecards? Okay. Maddox has it 115, 130, and 2 Bivol. Here we go. Let's listen.
We go to the scorecards. Jean-Robert scores it 114 to 114, a draw.
The AI judge has Bivol winning.
Fitzgerald scores the contest 116 to 112. Dion Forte has it 115.
Has to be Bivol.
For the winner by majority decision.
And new. I got this one spot on. Delighted for him. I got my pick right. Bring on the trilogy, lads. Bring on the trilogy. undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. The right man won. He did. He absolutely did. Absolutely did. Karen is going to be crying. Karen is going to be crying. People, I am going to leave it there. I have a post-fight review to do for this. I've also got to do a review for Parker versus Bakole. I haven't done that. Obviously, I've been doing this. So people, thank you all for locking in. It's been brilliant tonight. I enjoyed every second of the last 2.5 hours. It's been a pleasure. But I need to stretch my legs because I've been sat in this position for the last 2.5 hours and my legs are tired. So people, I'm going to record my post-fight. I will chat to you in a wee bit. I may get a live out tomorrow. Let's wait and see. But thank you to everyone involved. It's been great fun. I've really enjoyed it. I love it, man. I love doing these watch-alongs. Until next time, and it won't be long, I will bid you a farewell. Have a great evening. I'll chat to you in a wee bit for the post-fight. Peace and love, people. All the best, man. I appreciate it.